All right, here we have Victoria, and Victoria attended our the Armory Clinic in New York City this past weekend that I did, and she was part of our afternoon session. So Victoria did really, really awesome at the afternoon session. But I didn't work with her a whole heck of a lot on glide because I was handling the rotational people and discus throwers, kind of going through those throwing events. But I wanted to take a look at her glide. She sent me in an email just saying that she's looking forward to it. This is one of her practice throws. And I think it goes to show a few things here that I want to really address with just glide shot putters in particular. The first thing here has to do with the setup. So if you go and check out underneath this channel, there's a playlist, which are the top 10 mistakes and corrections in glide shot put. It's the playlist that just wrapped up. We're on to discus and rotational shot now. But the first one is the setup. So if you take a look here, you've kind of got this lightning bolt zigzag pattern with your hip, your knee, and your ankle. Now obviously we can't see the right side of your body, but we know your hip is here on the other side of your left, so we can just assume your hip is there. We've got hip, knee, ankle, and you see how if you drew a line straight up, none of them would line up. We've got the ankle kind of in the middle, we've got the knee over here, we've got the hip over here. You would have three lines, 1, 2, 3, pointing straight up in the air. I want to try to get those stacked up a little bit better. You're going to want those stacked up when you get to the power position anyway. And typically with glide shot, the way you start's the way you finish. So I want to see a little bit more weight going over. So where you are here, looks like there's a stage or something back here. You should be able to almost look down at the stage. Looking down right now, you're probably looking right in between the white and blue line, probably closer to the white line. I want you to lean your body over so that basically your ankle and your hip are in line and the knee is just outside the line. So a little bit straighter, not this 90-degree angle, a little bit straighter. Get the hips forward, get the head forward, keep the back flat, and kind of get a lengthened position, because having your hips in between your feet probably means that when we land in the power position, or when we transition to the power position, people don't like that word land. When you transition into the power position, you're probably going to have your hips between your feet and your weight's going to be shifted, because when you're starting out, your hips are between your feet and your weight's going to be, and your weight is shifted. All right, so think about that. Think about keeping the foot flat on the ground. Push the knee back a little bit. Move the hips forward a little bit. Good way of doing this is when you get set up, stand your feet right next to each other, and before you bend at the knee, bend at the waist. So think about reaching with your head, bending at the waist, and then just gently bend your knee. And what that's going to do is it's going to activate, you're going to feel your hamstring stretch, and you're going to feel that your knee is not as big of a bend as it is right here. Okay, the other thing I want to see is a long left arm. See how you've got this left arm bent? You can see your elbow's bent, your wrist is bent, everything's bent. Keep it nice and long and relax. Get the shoulder out of your ear and just sort of let that arm stay long and loose and relaxed. You've got it tense, you've got it tight. It probably means as you stand up, you're going to throw the elbow or throw your head, because you're actively tense and you're actively sort of flexing the muscles in the shoulder and the tricep and your traps and everything else back here. Everything's kind of flexed. So let's take a look. So we're going to go through and let's see, still got that arm bent. Yeah, you're already starting to move that arm a little bit. I'll try to speed this up. There we go. So there goes the arm. Okay, now this isn't too bad of a position. The left arm goes out. The left leg goes out. We kind of get in this sort of, looks like a letter U position. Okay, so I want to see, when you glide, don't think about kicking up. Think about kicking down. Think about kicking and pushing your left foot down toward the toe board. Because by kicking your left foot up in the air this high, now you're just going to have to wait for the left foot to come back down again. So your left foot's going from kind of low to high to low again. Let's see it again. So left foot's low to high to low. And see what happens when that left foot comes down? Your right foot's underneath you here. Okay, see how now the right foot's underneath the hip? So that's not a bad position right there if the left foot was on the ground. You'd have all your weight back, you'd have your left arm back, your head's back, the shot's back, you're on the ball of your foot, but this left foot has to be on the ground near the toe board. Now watch what happens. The delay from that left foot, here comes the left foot. Left foot is down there, and look where your weight is. Now your weight's in between your feet again, and your left arm is already swinging open. So we've got to get the left foot down here, not there. Because see how much you open up and see how much your weight shifts? That's due to the fact that you're just waiting for that left foot to come down. That left foot landing is shifting your weight right here. Keep the weight back. So the first thing to do is let's eliminate that high kick. That high kick is causing a lot of falling and a lot of weight shift. See how you fall onto the left and you lose all that wound up torque, all that power. Boom. Because you're not staying back because the left foot is falling and landing too late. So it should be right, and then in the next frame, left. So right, left, right, left, right, left. But you're going right, nope, 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 left. See how long that took? And watch your upper body as I say the word no. Ready? So upper body's back. Here it comes. And left foot's on the ground. So see how your left arm, everything's starting to open up too early. Everything's starting to open up. Everything's starting to swing open too early. Well, that's because it took way too long for that left foot to come down. Okay? So let's work on two things here. Let's work on number one, starting in this position. Okay? Don't start here. Start here with a long left leg. And then bring the left leg in and glide. And think, you're on the world's most shallow ramp. That foot's got to go from 3 inches off the ground to on the ground in a straight line. So don't kick it up and then bring it down. Think about just gliding across the circle, not that up and down kind of motion. Up, down with the foot. Keep the foot super low to the court. Keep the foot super low to the circle. Then you're going to land with all your weight back. And then the other thing is, too, I bet your right foot comes off the ground. There it is. Right foot's off the ground. You've got nothing to push with. Your legs have stopped creating power. Your legs are not producing any more force because they're off the ground. And look at you, still got the ball in your hand until there. All that's because of where your weight is. And the reason the weight is where it is because the left foot is coming down too late. So big, huge thing to correct. Get the left foot down immediately after the right. It should be like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, not throw. It's right, left, throw, right, left, throw, right, left, throw, 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 throw. It gets quicker and quicker the more you practice. Not throw, 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 throw. Super, super quick. So right, left, throw, one right after another, boom, boom. The only way that's going to happen is by keeping your left foot really low and really close to the ground as you glide. It's going to keep the weight back. It's going to keep your foot on the ground. It's going to solve a lot of issues. All right? But that was really good. I mean, you make really fast corrections as we saw this past weekend. So keep on doing it. You've got a lot more feet to add on to your glide. So just keep working on it. Keep doing your thing. And I'm sure you're going to be hitting some big PRs very soon.